Hey, Power English enthusiasts. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we've got a lineup of expressions that will empower your language skills. So, let's dive in. 1. Safe bet. Have you ever looked at those ominous clouds and just known that rain is on the way? Well, that's a safe bet. It's like confidently predicting an outcome that's almost certain. Yeah, investing in blue-chip stocks is generally considered a safe bet for long-term financial stability. 2. Steer clear of someone. There are days when you should just steer clear of certain people or situations. Maintain a safe distance. Absolutely. I heard Sarah and Tyler having a heated argument in the break room. I decided to steer clear of that drama. 3. Lose sight of something. It's easy to get caught up in daily challenges and lose sight of the bigger picture. But remember, don't lose sight of why you started your English journey. You're right. Sometimes, we need a reminder not to lose sight of our goals during tough times. 4. Do me a favor. Now, imagine you need a little help. Do me a favor is your magic phrase to politely ask for that assistance. Hey, could you do me a favor and grab me a coffee on your way in? 5. Control freak. The infamous control freak, someone who wants to dictate everything. Dealing with a control freak at work can be challenging, always wanting things to go exactly as they planned. And that wraps up our Power English expressions for today. Until next time, keep learning and enjoying the journey.
Word, by the way.
And I would just like everyone to know that my Korean name is Cho Myung-hee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cho
And you are?
I am Lee Sang-jun.
Sang-jun.
Yeah.
안녕. Okay, so we are going to talk about holiday dinner.
Yes.
I heard someone at the door.
Oh.
So recently in a conversation, you mentioned, Cameron,
Yes.
that you know how to make a gravy.
Yeah.
And you know how to make coleslaw.
Yeah.
So, of course, even though turkey is had at Thanksgiving, even around Christmas time in December, turkey dinners are still there, ham dinners, right? But it's all the other stuff, the side dishes that are yummy. So what is a gravy? Because we usually have, Korean people know mashed potatoes.
Yes.
Right? But oftentimes I don't see the gravy.
Yes.
Okay, what is the gravy?
So, gravy, I'm going to explain this, and Korean people are going to think it's gross.
Okay.
And it is kind of gross. But basically, you take whatever oil you get from a meat. So if you fry bacon or you cook chicken, that grease comes out, that jibang. So you take that and you put flour in it, wheat flour. You cook it a little bit, and then you add like soup broth.
Okay.
And basically what you get is a very thick,
rich, thick
sauce.
Yeah.
And you put that over the potatoes.
Oh, it's so good.
Or you can put it over meats and stuff like that.
It flavors it, right?
Yeah.
It's a kind of sauce, basically.
Yeah, it's a thick sauce that's made from fat.
That sounds delicious.
It's terrible for you, but it tastes so good.
Oh, okay. All right. I heard someone at the door. So the family is getting together because it's the end of the year. Okay. Here are some expressions that we're going to cover.
Yes.
If something is a safe bet, B-E-T.
It means it's pretty certain. It's most likely to occur.
Okay. And if you steer clear, so let me spell out steer, S-T-E-E-R.
Yes.
Clear of something or someone.
You're avoiding or staying away.
Okay. And lose sight of something.
It means you're forgetting something.
That's right.
It's often like you're losing sight of a goal. You're forgetting what your goal is.
Okay. You know you have a goal, but you forgot.
You forgot about it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and listen to our dialogue.
Everyone will be getting here soon, and it's a safe bet that Aunt Susie will want to come help me.
Okay, Mom. I'll be sure that Aunt Susie steers clear of the kitchen.
Smart boy. I don't want her in here while I'm cooking because she's a control freak.
Just do me a favor, Mom. Don't lose sight of why we're getting together today.
Thanks, Danny. I won't. Oh, I think I heard someone at the door.
Don't worry. I'll greet everyone and get them a drink.
Here we go. Mom says everyone will be getting here soon, and it's a safe bet that Aunt Susie will want to come help me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a safe bet that Aunt Susie will want to come help.
Yeah.
What is it saying? It's a safe bet.
So the bet here is talking about
gambling?
Gambling.
Okay.
Originally.
All right.
So like when you're talking about horses or things like that.
Right.
It is that same bet. But a safe bet originally, if you think of like, oh, this horse will definitely win.
Yeah.
It's a safe bet.
It's a safe bet, yes.
Right?
Right.
That's how it was originally used. Now we just use it to mean it's most likely going to be this.
That's right.
In this case, Aunt Susie most likely will want to help.
Yeah, it's pretty sure.
Unless she's like really tired or like sick. She's
Yeah.
going to come in and try to help.
That's right. So it's a safe bet that is just saying like, I'm pretty sure.
It's pretty likely.
Likely, yeah, that Aunt Susie will want to help.
Yeah.
And Danny says, okay, Mom, I'll be sure that Aunt Susie steers clear of the kitchen. Why does Danny say, I'll be sure that Aunt Susie steers clear of the kitchen? Because didn't you say steer clear from something means stay away?
Yes.
So Danny is saying, okay, I'll make sure I won't let Aunt Susie in the kitchen.
Yes.
Why?
Maybe Aunt Susie is a little annoying.
Yeah.
If she gets in the kitchen, she might, oh, you're doing that wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, that needs more salt.
Right.
Oh, you need to cook it longer.
Yeah.
Oh, did you forget there's some people like that in the kitchen, right?
Okay, we'll find the answer. You want to read it?
Right. So first, the steer clear of, the explanation means to keep her away from
Yes,
that.
that's
so
right.
Steer here is like in a car.
Driving.
When you're driving.
Yeah.
To steer clear of. And this clear here means to be away from, not touching or not going toward.
Right.
So it just means to stay away from.
To stay away from. Okay. So then now we know why.
Yeah.
Because Mom says what?
Smart boy, I don't want her in here while I'm cooking because she's a control freak.
Ah. So Mom doesn't want Aunt Susie in the kitchen because Aunt Susie is a control freak.
Yes.
So control freak is our power vocab. What does this mean?
A control freak is someone who always has to be in control.
Right.
They want to tell everybody what to do. They don't want anybody else to be the leader. They want to be the leader.
That's right. That's right. So basically, she doesn't want Aunt Susie telling Mom what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you, my mom and my cousin, who is old enough to be my aunt. So my mom and that cousin are quite close because they used to live together when she was single. But anyway, many years ago, they made kimchi together. Not a good idea.
That can be hard because everyone does kimchi. They have their own recipe, their own process.
So they were butting heads. They were like, no, it's like this. And then the cousin was like, no, and like it was just never again, okay, in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, so Danny says, just do me a favor, Mom. Don't lose sight of why we're getting together today.
Yeah.
Our power pattern today is do me a favor.
Yes.
This is interesting because when we say favor, we say, oh, could you do me a favor? But here it seems like a command, like do me a favor.
Yes.
But what is it really saying? Is it rude?
Depending on the instance, it doesn't really sound rude.
Yeah.
So you said earlier, could you do me a favor?
Right.
Obviously, that is the most polite.
Right.
do me a favor is not as polite.
Right.
However, Danny's saying it to his mom.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to be as polite.
Right.
Right? I couldn't say this to my boss. Hey, boss, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Will you work for... Like, you can't say it to your boss.
But the boss can say it to the employee.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's not really rude, but you're really not saying... You're not asking.
You're kind of commanding.
You're kind of, telling them this is what you want them to do.
Okay. So it's definitely casual.
Yes.
So he's saying, okay, do this for me, Mom.
Yeah.
Don't lose sight of why we're getting together today. Okay. So what is he saying?
So don't lose sight of, this does have a real meaning of to not be able to see.
Right.
So to lose sight of your children means you cannot see your children anymore.
Yeah.
However, to lose sight of why we're getting together today, let's say it's like Christmas or Thanksgiving or, 추석 or 설날, those are important holidays with like the meaning of like getting together for family and being thankful and sharing love.
Right.
That's the reason for the holiday, right? But if you lose sight of why you're there, you don't think about those important things.
Right.
You're just like, oh, why am I having to cook? And blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You're complaining or making the holiday about something that isn't the true reason for the holiday.
Got it. Right. So he's just saying, remember why we're getting together.
Yes.
And Mom says, thanks, Danny, I won't. Oh, I think I heard someone at the door.
Danny says, don't worry, I'll greet everyone and get them a drink.
What a nice son. Danny's a good boy.
So helpful.
Oh, very much. Let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
Everyone will be getting here soon, and it's a safe bet that Aunt Susie will want to come help me.
Okay, Mom. I'll be sure that Aunt Susie steers clear of the kitchen.
Smart boy. I don't want her in here while I'm cooking because she's a control freak.
Just do me a favor, Mom. Don't lose sight of why we're getting together today.
Thanks, Danny. I won't. Oh, I think I heard someone at the door.
Don't worry. I'll greet everyone and get them a drink.
Okay, it's time for Power Note. Let's do a quick review. A safe bet is something that you know will happen.
Yes.
So you're not gambling, but it's kind of like, oh, that is sure to win.
Yes.
Okay? Did you see how dark those clouds are?
It's a safe bet. We're getting a lot of rain.
So I'm pretty certain.
Yeah. It's not 100%.
95%.
95%, yeah.
Okay. I think it's a safe bet that we're going to win the game.
Yeah, we're 100 points ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to win.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty obvious.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's a safe bet anytime where you're pretty certain. So I think it's a safe bet that we're going to get a very big fat bonus.
Oh, because the company made so much money?
That's right. This past year.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a safe bet.
I don't know if there are any more safe bets these days, to be honest.
I mean, there are often safe bets in a negative way.
Yeah.
Like, it's a safe bet that there are probably some secrets the government keeps that we don't know anything about.
Oh, that's 1,000%.
Like a lot of scandals.
Oh, yeah.
Like, or, it's a safe bet that, you're probably going to get really sick one day. Like, something bad will happen.
Yes.
I think nowadays it's often used in the negative.
In the negative, yeah.
Where, it's something bad is going to happen to you at some point.
Right. So some experts are saying it's a safe bet that we're going to have another pandemic.
Yeah.
These sort of things. Or it's a safe bet that the climate change is going to have these effects on the earth.
Or even something like, it's a safe bet that you will probably be heartbroken one day.
Yeah.
Almost everybody, they're dating someone and then there's like a bad breakup.
Right.
It's a pretty safe bet that will happen at least once to you.
Yeah, and I feel like you kind of have to have your heart broken once to find maybe the real deal next time.
You can't have real love.
You can't.
Unless you've... you have to lose it once to find it again.
Because you know the preciousness of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Steer clear of something or someone is to avoid something or someone.
Yeah.
Okay. Steer clear of Sarah today.
Yeah, I saw her and Tyler shouting at each other in the break room.
Oof.
Ooh.
Meaning stay away from them.
Yeah, they're not in a good mood.
No. Steer clear of the Smith's yard. Their dog isn't chained up.
Oh. Yeah, maybe their dog is a dangerous, kind of aggressive dog. So just stay away from that dog.
That's right. So the feeling that you get with this expression, steer clear, is that there's a bit of like a warning, like a danger. It could be like real danger, but it could be just kind of like, oh no, this is not going to be good.
Yeah.
So stay away.
Right. It can be bad, like a steer clear, I don't know, something dangerous. But it can just be like, ooh, steer clear of Yoido in March and April.
Oh, the Cherry Blossom Festival.
The Cherry Blossom Festival.
Steer clear.
There's going to be so many people. Or steer clear of Gangnam during rush hour. Because the traffic is awful.
That's right.
It's not, it's just going to be so inconvenient or very busy to get through. It can be used in a less dangerous way.
Right.
And more just, you don't want to do that then.
Right. And so in the office, if you have maybe your boss or someone, your supervisor, right? And they like got some bad news or maybe they're in a terrible mood, you know, you want to steer clear from them because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Or it could be you may have a friend or someone you know, and when they drink, they get to be a different person.
Yeah.
You want to steer clear from them. Right? So, like all these examples, there's something bad, and you want to stay away.
Stay away from it.
Okay. All right. Very good. Lose sight of something means to forget about or you forget to focus on.
Yes.
You're supposed to keep your eye on this, but you lose sight.
Yes.
Is all this hard work worth it? I feel like quitting.
Let's not lose sight of why we started this company, to be our own bosses. Yeah. Sometimes you start something big and you forget why.
Right.
Yeah, there's that Korean expression, right? 초심을 잃어버렸다.
Yes.
We might say like to lose sight of why you started something.
Right.
Right?
Right. And it happens. I've seen it happen, you know?
Yeah.
Like this is like their dream job. And like years, they're doing really well. In fact, doing very well.
Yeah.
And then like they start getting into conflicts with people. And they lose sight of their original dream.
Yeah.
And then their dream collapses.
Yes.
It disappears. Right? Because they lost sight of what they wanted to do.
Yes.
Don't lose sight of why you are studying English.
Yeah.
Why do you want to study English?
I want to go live abroad and be a translator.
All right. So, I'm not, I don't think English is good for me. Well, hey, listen, remember your original dream or plan?
Yeah.
Don't lose sight of why you want to study English.
That's so true. When you're studying, it gets hard in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
And you want to quit.
Middle is very hard.
So you have to say, hey, don't lose sight of why you're working hard.
That's right. Because you just don't see.
Yeah.
What's going to happen. All right, do me a favor, which is a very casual way of saying, like, could you do this for me?
Could you do this for me?
Yeah. Do me a favor and close the door behind you.
Oh, yeah, sure. Do me a favor and tell Nicole I'd like to talk to her.
Okay. So I would feel very comfortable using this to you.
Yes.
Cameron, because you're a good friend.
Right, and I would think nothing of it.
Right. Cameron, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you give this to so-and-so? Yeah.
I could... Can I say it to you?
Yeah. Anytime.
No, I think you would not have a problem with it.
Yeah.
I would feel a little bad if I used it.
I can understand. I can understand because I'm older and like there's a kind of like, balance there.
And this is like your show? Like you've been here much longer?
Oh, no. Okay. All right. So listen, we've run out of time. Do check out the Power Vocab on page 60. Thank you so much for studying with us and join us next time.
Bye-bye.